Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, this is your friendly neighborhood Broadway barber at the Lone Star Grooming Reports. Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm not going to be talking about anything about Carrollton today because I want to talk about what's going on in the world today. That's right. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and a lot of it ain't good, a lot of it not good. And America is in the heart of everything, it seems like. Can I take off these glasses? Okay, let me take off my glasses. There we go. Yeah, that way you can see my beautiful eyes. They're not red today. See, they're not red today. Yeah, I had allergies like a Mickey Ficky yesterday. Oh, Lord have mercy. Kills me when I get them allergies. They be kicking. Hey, you see my golden EIB mic? That's right. My golden mic. Because, you know, I'm a golden boy. Hey, like I said, there's a lot going on in this world. And America is right in the heart of it all. I know some people probably think that America is just causing trouble all around the world. Everywhere we go, we just making trouble here and there, just trouble everywhere. But that's the furthest thing from the truth. Actually, what we're trying to do, excuse me for that burp, that was nasty. I do apologize. I do get gas once in a while, just like everybody else, and it's got to go somewhere. And so anyway, so here's what's happening. Let's start down in Venezuela. So we got tons of soldiers and military. Let's just say we got military, tons of military down in Venezuela area, and airplanes, ships, people, everything you can possibly. We've got secret things going on down there. I have no doubt that I really get this feeling that we got all this war power down there, and I know Maduro is he's like any kind of Democrat. It's like Democrats, they're just thick-headed, and they don't care what's happening as long as they can say, "Frig you, Trump, frick you, man. I ain't conforming to your beliefs or your." So that's what it is, and the Democrats do the same thing. They would destroy our own country as long as they can, say that they put it to Trump. Well, that's the wrong, stupid thing to be thinking. It doesn't matter how you feel about Trump. What do you feel about the United States of America? How do you feel about our country as a whole? Trump is just one person, and this country's made of 330 million people. And you guys are worried about one man. One man. And you would rather defy and do everything you can to say that you socked it to Donald Trump. Look what I did. I disobeyed. I got it. Hey, you didn't do nothing but hurt our country. You don't do anything but hurt our country when you do that. He's one man. Ask yourself, what's good for one man or what's good for the whole country as a whole? Whether they're Democrat, Republican, liberal, I don't care, independents, whatever. We're one people. Americans. We don't have, you can't, you can try to divide us, and you do a damn good job of it, you Democrats, about dividing us by sex. You divide us by color. You divide us by finance status, and whatever else you can find. You divide us by everything. Color, ethnic group, where you are in the line and the status of people. You Democrats love to put everything in categories rather than just say we are Americans. Black, white, pink, purple, brown, yellow, I don't care. We're all Americans. America first. Should always be that way. It should always be America first. But you Democrats can't do that because you hate Donald Trump so much. And like he says, and like we all say, he could have the cure for cancer. And you guys would just say, no, can't do that. No. Can't give a kudo to Donald Trump. No. That's it. That's all you got. And when you talk to people, it's all about race. Not about for the people. It's all about, we can't do it, man. You're hurting black people. What in the hell? Listen, it has nothing to do with color. Nothing that we do has to do with color. But yet, that's all you see. That's all. And then you try to blame it all on the Republicans, saying, well, the Republicans are racist. If you're pointing this finger, when you point the fingers at other people, remember you got all these other fingers pointing back at you. You're wrong. When you do this, you are just as wrong, if not even worse. All right? Find myself drinking a lot of water lately. Nothing wrong with it. But man, I get thirsty. Heck. But listen here, people. So down in Venezuela, we are now, like I said, we got a lot of stuff going on down there. And we're knocking out those narco boats, all the drug boats that are coming in. We're blowing them up. Doing a good job of it. And then, of course, the Democrats want to complain that we're being too abused. Wait a minute. A terrorist is a terrorist. It don't, to me, if you're not, if you're a terrorist and you're trying to do harm to a single person in our country, you're trying to hurt anybody in our country, we should have the right to take you out. That's why we designated them as terrorists. You know why? Because when you designate them as terrorists, that means you can use force against them. Whatever force we need to protect our homeland. That's how you justify this. And that's how Donald Trump did that too. He classified them as terrorists. All right? And we have the right to defend ourselves in any which way we seem fit of destroying terrorists. You do not wait for them to destroy you. You destroy them. All right? It is far better for us to go out and kill them than to have them come into our country and start killing us. But they have been doing that with a little thing called drugs. All right? Drugs. Fentanyl. It's murdering people, right? Fentanyl. It's a way to murder people without putting your hands on them. You just bring a drug into the country. It kills up and wipes out vast amounts of Americans. It means you've killed the Americans without even laying foot on the country, without even firing a shot. Donald Trump says that ain't happening anymore. You want to play that kind of game, we're going to come after you. So he designated them as terrorists. Gives us all the rights we need to go out and destroy them. Venezuela, Maduro, is he is in fact hand in hand with the cartels, the drug cartels. He works with them. He allows them to do what they're doing. He knows who they are. He knows what they're doing, and he allows it to happen. Rather than stopping them, he's making money off of it. Let's just say that. He's just getting money from the cartels to shut up and close your eyes, Mr. Maduro. And he said, damn, no way, I can help you. I'm the president. I can get things done because I'm the president. Hey, and he does. And he has been. Then we got China and Russia. We say that we weren't supposed to be getting any fuel or oil going into Russia. So Venezuela's been selling oil to Russia. And these are, call them unmarked, the ghost ships, right? We got these ghost ships from Russia that are coming in. They get oil and they go back. That way they can't get tariffed, right? Well, America's not stupid. Donald Trump's not stupid. He knows that this is happening. And what does he do? He seizes an oil tanker. Like you see in the movies, right? Yeah. So he seizes the oil tanker. And he blockades anything going in and out of It's called war, people. It's not pretty. And it was never meant to be pretty. All fear is all is fear and love and war, right? And war, and you got terrorists, narco-terrorism is what it is here. And we're taking care of it. Donald Trump is taking care of it. Why? Not to say that he's the biggest and the baddest, right? To stop them from hurting people in our country, Americans, the American citizen. Why is it that people forget that we are Americans first? Why is that so hard to understand? You say that everybody else has rights, but they come into our country illegally. They broke laws to get into the country. Then people say, well, what laws did they break? Well, immigration laws. You're not supposed to come into our country illegally. That's breaking and entering. How would it? I mean, that's why you lock your doors at night, isn't it? So people can't break in, right? And enter into your home. If you believe that they can come into our country, why don't you just open up your doors, open up all your windows at night and go to bed? And put a big neon sign out there that says, open for you to take whatever you want. It is no different than you protecting your home, closing your doors at night, and locking your windows and stuff so nobody can get in. And then you put security cameras out there. I would bet $1 to a donut that if someone broke into your home or was attempting, and you had a way to get to defend yourself, if you had a gun in the house, you'd go grab that gun quickly. So when they come in, hallelujah, surprise, bang, bang, you're dead. So if we are capable of defending our own homes and our own family, it behooves our president to defend each and every single American in our home, right? And our family of Americans. He has that right, and he should use it to the best of his knowledge and ability. And Donald Trump is doing a good thing. Joe Biden and the Democrats have allowed idiots into our country. Didn't check them, didn't care to check them. And what happened? We've got terrorists in our backyard. So we've got terrorists in our backyard, and you Democrats don't give a crap one way or the other. Because you think it's their right to be here. Excuse me. If you were at a theater, you went to a theater to watch a new movie, blockbuster, come out, and you wanted to be the first one to see it. Let's say it was a new Star Wars movie, because I know some of you idiots out there love this crap. Or people used to wait in line for days for the new iPhone when it would come out. They want to get the latest and greatest, right? And they'd be waiting in line. Well, what happens if you were waiting in line to get to see that movie or get that particular product, right? And you want to be the first to have it, and then all of a sudden, a whole busload of people come in and they're escorted right up in front of you to the very front, and then when the doors open, they get to go in first. And you've been waiting there for 2 days. And then when you get there, finally, everything that you thought, it was gone. Or you couldn't get into the theater because there was too many in there. All of a sudden, you can't get to see the movie that you wanted. Or you can't get the product that you wanted because these other low-lifers got in there before you did. And you waited all that time to get it. We got people who are standing in line waiting to get, into this country the legal way. They've been waiting in line for years to get in the legal way. But yet then we just allow people to come in our country illegally. And then not only do we give them everything for freaking free. And it's not free, people, because I pay for it and you pay for it. And it's called taxes. So they get free health care, free dental, free phones, free this and free that. These people are getting tons of stuff for free. In some cases, they're getting into homes for free. A lot of cases, not just some. Then they're giving credit cards with money on them. Thousands and thousands of dollars were in credit card that they can just sit back and do nothing. And then they're getting unemployment. Then they're putting them on Social Security. They have not put into the system, but the system is given to them. We've got Americans who are living on the streets, but yet we've got illegal aliens living in luxury hotels and getting fed for free, getting waited on left and right. For what? For coming into our country illegally? Really? Why can't you people put Americans first? Why is it that the Americans have to suffer for other people? Isn't that just like going to war? When soldiers got to go into a country and die, they fight and they die in another country for somebody else's war, and we put ourselves into it somehow? Isn't that there's no different than we bringing people into this country illegally and kicking Americans out? And Americans are dying on the streets. Isn't that any different? Is that any different between we going to war somewhere else? It's not. You would spit on soldiers. You would spit on anybody, right? That says that we don't need illegals here. And you would spit on them. And you would do everything you can. You Democrats and you liberals have caused damages to cities across this nation. You have killed police officers, right? You have killed them, and you laugh about it and you get away with it because you got to. What is wrong? Why is it that illegal alien? Why are we doing this to American citizens? We are hurting our fellow citizens for a bunch of illegal aliens that have no love for our country. They're only here for one thing and one thing only: to see how much they can get from this damn country for free. And we see it everywhere. I mean, they come in here and they kill citizens on the trains. They burn them. They stab them. They shoot them. They run them over. And we let them back out into the streets. And then when we say we're going to come and get them and bring them back to the country, we got people trying to bring us to court for everything. But yet the illegal alien don't mind. Well, I mean, hell, they're making money off of this stuff. We've got Somalis that are in this country that have been, sucking us dry in the tune of billions of dollars that should be going to Americans. But we give it to refugees because we poor people. Oh, we gotta do this for them. Oh, those damn poor people. What about our poor Americans who are sitting on the streets? We had veteran Americans who were pulled out of their homes, where they were staying, right? Pulled them out, put them on the street, and put illegals in their places. Veterans, right? Who are homeless. Not to mention all the other homeless that we have. And then you say, oh, well, we're just doing the right thing for them. They're not citizens, people. You can't go into their country and get treated like that. If you went into Mexico, right, and you wanted something for free, you ain't getting it. You better know how to speak the language when you go down there. You better hope that you can get a job when you go down there. And how are they going to put a Mexican citizen above? You're going to be put above a Mexican citizen? I don't think so. I don't think so. You can't go to France. You can't go to any other country in the world and think that you're going to get above them. You damn sure not going to do that in a Muslim country. All right? That's another thing. This is Texas. Right here in Irving. You know, we got a Muslim city right here in Irving. Our Muslim community. And all the streets are in Muslim names. How is it that you can get a Muslim name on the street? What have they done for this country to deserve to get a name of a street? Why do we have Sharia law in Irving? Why are we doing this? What are we doing, America? Wake up. You think the Muslim community likes us? They will smile and smile at us until it's time for them to kill us. You know, when I was in the service overseas, they smiled a lot at us. But as soon as they could, they would kill us in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I had to fight myself out of a truck because some Muslim fuck got into my truck and tried to kill me when I was driving over there. Tried to get inside my truck. Actually got into my truck because I was stupid enough to leave my door unlocked on the other side. And he came in on the passenger side and he has this big old freaking knife and tried to jump in and tried to stab me. Thank God his cloak got stuck on a door handle because he couldn't get in to reach me. And I grabbed his arm, right? I grabbed his arm and I started smashing it on the dash, right? And I finally got the knife out. And then I pulled him into the truck with me onto the other side and started smashing his face outside. They don't want us around. They want to kill us. I'm here, he's not. Okay? I got back, he did not. Muslims don't love us. They may live among us, but they don't love us. Look what's happening in Europe. They're finding ways to get them out now. Finally, they're starting to see the light. They're trying to start kicking them out. That's what we need to be doing. We need to know who's coming into our country. We've got a lot of terrorists in this country. Me, as a fellow American, I'll defend any American that's in my sight. But I'm not going to defend an illegal alien, right? If somebody comes picks him up, God bless him. Have a nice life, young man, or whoever you are, and you're being shipped back home. Have a nice life. I personally don't have nothing against any of you that are here illegally. I don't personally have a gripe as far as why you're here. I understand why you're here. All I ask is that you do it legally. We have people who are trying to do it legally, and they are being put behind everybody else. So when we got 1 million coming into this country, which we have more than that, right? Coming into this country, and all the others that are waiting to come in are been put on hold. Yeah, we need people coming in our country. We want them to be educated. We want them to be able to put forth an effort into our society. And we want you to meld into our society. We should not have to meld into you. We should not have to conform to an illegal alien. The illegal aliens and anybody coming needs to conform to our country. You should be given up, and when you serve in Congress and when you come here, you take an oath, right? To serve and defend the Constitution of the United States and the American people and our way of life. It says that when you take the oath. That means Ian Omar, when you took that damn oath, but then you're saying that you're not for America, but you're for the Somalis, and you're working for the Somali people, and you said that the American government is only a footstool for you. That's wrong. You took an oath. We all take oaths. When we went into the military, we swore an oath to defend America, our Constitution, and our way of life. We swore an oath to that. If you can't honor your oath, you don't belong here. We need to get rid of you. And I pray that Donald Trump continues his work to get rid of all that don't belong here. I said, I love everybody, but let's do it right. My own family had to come here. We had to do it right. And just because you think that you have an anchor baby, thank God, that Donald Trump brought that one to the forefront, and that's not going to happen anymore. You're not a citizen just because you're born in this country. That's not what the Constitution says. All right, that's not what the 14th Amendment says at all. All right, it wasn't referring to people born. It was that referenced black slaves during that time period, and that's all it referenced to. Not this other crap that's going on. So there you go, people. Know what you're doing, please. If you're an American, be an American. Stand up for America. All right, illegal aliens have no right into this country. I don't know why we have to give them rights. They don't deserve any rights. They're not citizens here. They don't deserve the rights that citizens have. We can't go to any other country and expect to get the rights of their citizenship. That's not how it works. Only in this country do we do that kind of crap. It's got to stop, people. It's got to stop. But anyway, I've been talking too long. I got things to do. You got things to do. Get busy, go to work. Hallelujah. Amen. Bye.